Into two parts just very quickly, and from the two parts we're just going to do the drill we've been doing first of all, which is the shoulder control guard pass. Then going to go to the frame system underneath. So they've beaten our baby guard. We now have to use our second line of defence. The second line of defence is our elbows, not our hands. I'll explain that as we go through. So, baby guard, they pass baby guard. What's our second line of defence? Then we move, then our hands become the next line of defence. When they pass go down that baby guard, they take the hands first, our hands become the first line of defence. That collapses, then the elbows become the second. So, depending on the guard pass and the guard I'm playing, lines of defence is a variable, and they have a huge influence on what I want to do. Okay, just grab Emma onto your back, please. I'm going to go quickly through this. So, standing, control, hands, 1, 2, out the side, push the valley, turn my head, my shoulder, come through, swim, pass the guard. And again. So I would normally do this putting with a lot of gusto on the shoulder, and I'm going to turn the hips. So small detail. 1, 2, push. So as I drive in from here, my hand pushes the hips and my leg comes under. So she can't rescue the guard. Now I'll switch. So I'll turn the hips the opposite way, and I'm in this position, so I'm now facing the switch face forwards. Change positions. So she's baby guard killer, 1, 2, pass the guard, revenge, drops the shot. Oh gosh, okay, touches the guard. Frame. Okay, first things first is this. Her weight is on my hips. Do not frame with your hand, your hold up on your hips. Bring your hands in and elbows in. She's going to try and pick up the arm to keep my back on the ground. Immediately, push your hand to the ground. Secondly, is this. I'm going to push with my elbow, not my hand. So I push my elbow to swing. This will give me access to either the back or to at least scramble up. You don't have to do that, that's... So, as Emma passes, no worries, she gets my hand up or my arm up, she can attack me and hold me. This is a very difficult position to get out of. So first thing first, I turn in, I put my frame in. My elbow should be higher than my hand. My elbow should be higher than my hand. Okay, bridge, push the elbow, swing. This is going to put me in a far better position to be able to counter the guard pass, to rest up and to get my attack. So if we put this together, so Emma's standing, slow motion. So she goes 1 step, 2 step, boom, here, boom. Switches, elbow comes in frame, and I should be able to almost start to defend the guard pass, to be able to at least change it to get to my knees or deny passing position. It's going to put me in a far better position than kind of going, let them pass the guard, and then, okay, I'll do my guard pass once they settle. So the drill, so watch this arm please. Controls, 1 step, 2 step, shoulder control, here. So once I frame and I realise she's beating, my hand comes in. She switches the base, hand comes in. Elbow higher, watch. Pull my elbow down, bridge, push my elbow up. Let's get me in a position to be able to start to rescue off the guard pass. I might not get to a top position, she's not going to get the pass. And at least I'm back in the game again. So we'll do the whole system from the guard pass to the unhook, frame. The biggest thing is make sure your elbow is higher than your hand when you're here. So that allows me to get to a good position. If you're pushing your hand, you're going to end up like this, and you won't be able to get up. Because your weight driving through your shoulder. Here, I can redirect the force. Okay, some of your own sides, 1, 2, 3, come. That's close to Nick. So if you think about it this way, Nick's onto his back, I have the guard doing it from my knees. Okay, so 1, 2, my hand position goes in front, my hand position goes on the inside. So as I'm walking, 1, 2, push, shoulder. That's what I call it. It's not super hard. So I'm going out to the side to create space, because now I can move his knee in the space. if I'm going around my partner, 1, 2, then he'll always have contact, which means that it's harder for me to get rid of it. Secondly, is this. As I'm coming out wide, he generally has to reach to try and stop it, which opens up the valley for me to land into. My knee is under, so I can't recover. Nudge his hips, switch, come through. And again. So we can just do this part off our knees if you want. You don't have to do it from standing. It's the same concept. And it's probably a little bit easier for the person on the bottom as well. So as I move, here and here. Turn, so watch what happens to the shoulder. It follows. Walk under, here, smash, come through, change positions. So, walks past my guard, knee smash, shoulder control, boom, switches base, from here, boom. Okay, so first thing, right hand. If he picks up this right hand, I can't move because my back's caught onto the ground, armbar, etc. So I want to make sure my elbow's down, and second is, I want to make sure my elbow's under him. I don't want it in front. If it's in front, he can nudge me with his hips, take it out. If it's under, he nudges me with his hips, it doesn't move. This is the part that I'm seeing some of you guys are having a little bit of issues with. Lock the hip, nudge, over higher. Now, get it behind. I'm seeing some guys, you come in here with your arm in front, you're not going to go anywhere. Just like Keskatami, headlock, etc. Yeah, this is no good. So when I'm here, elbow down, okay, bridge, swim. So technically, I'm already onto his back. I can actually take his back from here, off the jump ups. Or I can, you guys can't yet, but you might be able to go. So one more time. So on the knees, 1 step, 2 step passes, baby guard, man, boom, smashes, elbow in, frame, boom, elbow behind. So elbow behind. And like, you know, like a good mate here, hey buddy, let's go and have a beer. Goes, yeah, step back, and you've got so many attacks from here, right? So that position we end in is better for me, not so good, but that elbow has to go under. I have to swing elbow. I saw you guys the elbow in front, really hard, because it's just, they're just going to drive you, you're going to end up here. So if you're here and I go bridge and elbow in front, my only alternative is to go here, which really isn't the best thing in the entire world. Okay, so here, elbow down, block the hip, bridge, elbow under, cuddles. Best position ever. Comfy. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So the question is, while playing baby guard, he passes guard, drops the shoulder down, Frank's coming in the inside, he switches his face, first and first, right elbow down on my side, first and first, okay. Now, if my partner sits back and doesn't come at me though I can, I'm not going forward, what we're going to do is this, what's perfect. I reach down to his leg, push his weight backwards. So, if my partner's not engaging, I reach down, move my hips, take space, push, use arm bars and things like that. Where does my arm go? So, on house, the other one. Under, left elbow, boom. Right now, I'm going to go to the hips, not the shoulder. If I go to the shoulder, technically I'm putting him back on top of me. I'm on the hips, and tries to run around, I'm on his hips. So my first control is never the shoulder, it's the hips. Secondly, if I have the hips, I can step, lace, and I can actually start taking my partner to the back control as well. So I'm always on the hips, on the angle. If you guys are into your 10th crunch and stuff, what? Good stuff. it opens up. I'm not a big fan of that. Maybe I'm too old. It hurts me as much as it hurts him. But come on, tap for God's sake. But if you're young and flexible, there's nothing wrong with it. So from here, watch that. My right elbow in, what this does, it turns my body. One under on the hip. It's such a dynamic motion, it puts me in such a good position. So my control will always be on the bottom of the hip, elbow in, not elbow out. Okay, change planes, go again, 1, 2, 3. Pretty dynamic, hey. I feel that on so this is dealing with the worst case scenario, and it's not the worst case scenario. There's things that are far worse in jiu-jitsu than this, but flat on your back, guard pass, and they're chest to chest. So we're going to start guard pass, chest to chest from here. So first things first is, I'll put this in a couple of my other YouTube videos, so I'm not just going to time on it. If I bridge up, she's simply going to outbreak to me, I'm just going to take you through position every time, out of my level. So it's pointless me trying to create space and trying to get my legs through, but if she's good, which she is, she's like a multiple world champion, she'll generally beat me in that position every time. So I want to redirect her force, I move my feet, move my head, and turn. So I'm offside. I'll beat her, now I have the ability to come up and under. So let me explain that in a bit more detail. First of all, I want to rescue my right arm, my frame. How do I do that? Move my hips away and turn in. Secondly, my elbow always pushes higher than my hand. This gives me a chance to have my head under, that elbow to come round. So I'm trying not to grab my partner at all. I'm trying to get underneath my partner to avoid dust, anaconda, etc. But more important, because their weight's on top of me, when I move, they move. And if I pop out the back, they pop forward. So small detail, again, is to rescue this, I need to face this way. I can't turn my head to the cross face, lift your feet, turn. Simultaneously, raise your elbow, elbow, elbow down and keep it offside. You retract your right arm now. Okay, swing, my head goes in. So I'm in a position where my right arm's under my body, my left elbow. Throw my left elbow backwards, switch my base, come up on top. There's a lot of little moving parts to get this right, but when you get it right, it's very hard for the person on top to hold you underneath. You'll get motion, you might not get out, but you're going to find it very hard to hold you down. And again, so first things first is rescue your right arm. Move your hips away, pull your elbow in the valley, swim. Bridge, get off your back, raise your left elbow, retract your right arm, elbow comes under, swim, look to the top position. 7, okay, who would like to say it one more time? Okay, so from here, I'm on my back, I can't rescue, my arms caught. I can't turn, my head's caught, it's pinned. Create space, move weight, pull your arm in. Create space, move weight, pull your arm in. Kick my right leg straight, lift my left elbow, raise, push offside. Don't hold. Don't hold. Swing your arm through, swing your head through. So I'm under all the weight slightly over me now. Back straight, switch my legs, come up. Right, it should be extremely hard to hold you. Like I said, you might not get up, but you're going to have a hard time controlling and holding you down. 1, 2, 3. Back stroke. What a lot of people focus on, they're focusing so much on the hand position, don't forget about the head position. Your head position is king. So if you don't get your head in position, you're not going to pop out. Your weight's still going to be over you. So I'll let you guys side and take it. If you guys on that side, you're going to get a better view on that side. So I create space, I rescue my right arm from here, I turn off the side. So this is the part, right? It's left elbow, left elbow, left elbow, right hand comes under now. This is the part that's going to make or break it. Then you've got the side close, the gap up, come under. The thing I've kind of done underneath, what I'm seeing people do is that they go here, they swing, and they're trying to back over from here. He's going to overhook in the air. So as I'm backstroking, I'm bringing my head under. So So if I want to wrestle up, I turn to the left. So I'm on the left. But the issue that I see people have is that there's two major wrongs. So they go here and their right arm's here, so I can't go any further because my right arm. So if I retract my right arm, it's going to put me into a straight position. So even if he drops all this weight on top of me, I still got the ability to wrestle up. He can't hold it. So your head position's king and putting that right arm is king. The second thing that I see people do wrong, and this is above everything else, the most common mistake every single person in the entire world that does BJJ makes when they first start doing unhook escape. I guarantee you, I've asked everyone. Okay, watch. Okay. This. I hold my partner, I try and move. I'm holding my partner onto me. I'm trying to move him. I'm like, man, I get to this and it's like, come on. Don't hold him, man. You're trying to get underneath him, don't hold him. But so, tell me when I hold column. Not holding, not holding, not holding, not holding, not holding. Ha! Don't hold him. The biggest mistake I see in that hook is people grab it and they try and pull themselves up on their partner by default putting their partner onto them when they're trying to come up. Okay, so, big.